The book started about 2.5 years ago, is a partnership between ourselves, Wharton, MIT, and Pearson. And the thesis 2.5 years ago is if there was going to be books written called The World is Flat or The Wisdom of Crowds, those books were written by experts observing crowdsourcing. We wanted to basically build a crowdsourced book where we assembled a crowd and we let the crowd write or collaborate on its own book. Basically, have the crowd opine on what crowdsourcing is about. Have the crowd write the book and use today's new technologies, a wiki, a blog, a discussion forum, to harness those crowds' interactions. Ultimately, it was a very difficult journey. We succeeded on some dimensions and failed on other dimensions. What's happened as a result of the book coming out is basically that social networking has moved from consumer applications, Facebook, MySpace, to really hardened business applications, sales, service, marketing, market research. And in the process, we learned a lot of things, and I'll give you what the 3 major lessons we learned from the book. One is that you really have to have a different mindset than you do in traditional business, and that is you have to be willing to give up control to the community. Very, very hard for most companies, because most companies are used to commanding control, not relinquishing control. The second thing is that every company has what we would call is crowds. They could be employees, they could be customers, they could be partners, they could be investors, they could be prospects. And you need to think about which portion or which crowd you want to use and want to get started with as you begin this crowdsourcing, social networking journey in your business. And the third thing we learned is it's not about technology. Surely technology plays a role in building a community-based business or social networking application in your company, but it's not solely about a wiki or a blog or a discussion forum. Those are sort of the beginnings, those are sort of the tools of the trade, but they don't make or break social networks or communities and businesses.